Hi, it's John Baxter here from Baxter IP Commercialisation Advisors. Today we're here talking with Glen Titmuss of GT Express Proprietary Limited. GT Express has developed a very innovative continuous extrusion technology for metal extrusion. Glen, maybe you could sort of tell us a little bit about this technology and how it actually works.
It borrows from two conventional extrusion technologies, being there's direct hot extrusion and indirect hot extrusion. And so how the process works is it starts off with direct extrusion with a ram coming in behind a billet, which is pushing up against the die, which is stationary. At a certain point, the die starts to move into the billet and extrude indirectly. And at this stage, a barrier comes through the middle of the container and blocks off the container, and indirect extrusion continues up against this barrier so that there's still metal coming out of the die. Meanwhile, the direct ram can retract and a new billet can be reloaded, and then it's charged into the container, and then a synchronisation occurs and we go back to direct extrusion. So the upshot is that there was no time lost while the new billet was being reloaded, and metal continued to come out of the die.
And Glen, you filed patents that cover this technology, and presumably therefore the technology is not novel and inventive. Maybe give us a feel for what other sort of competing technologies or what other associated technologies there are out there in the marketplace relating to continuous extrusion.
Yeah, there's no direct competitors competing technologies with hot extrusion continuous processes per se. The other process, which is called continuous extrusion, uses a coiled extruded rod, which is fed in cold at room temperature into a wheel with a groove in it, which rotates, and then it forces this rod under friction to form through a shoe. So it's basically a cold forming process and produces a different quality of product compared to a hot extruded.
So, I mean, where your process is unique in a continuous extrusion sense is that it actually still uses just a billet, a normal billet that you would normally load in a normal extrusion process.
Yeah, that's correct. That's one of the real advantages, because a lot of the current extrusion operations are all built up, integrated around introducing finite billet lengths of the product to be extruded. So it can piggyback onto a lot of the existing equipment setups.
That's very interesting. And we've looked at international licensing as probably the ideal commercialisation strategy for this technology. Maybe just give us a feel for the type of licensees that would exist in the marketplace that may potentially want to buy this technology.
Yeah, the kind of companies that hopefully will be interested in this are the large press building companies, which are predominantly in Europe, and there's also a major one in Japan. They're looking for ways to differentiate their product, and they're always taking new presses to the market with new efficiencies to help the extruders gain productivity gains. This concept can provide a step change, because basically 10 to 15% of the lost time can be removed with this new technique.
That's really great, and we obviously wish you all the best, and we'll work very hard with you with that, trying to optimise that commercialisation strategy. Thanks, Glen.
Thanks, John.